So Jason, safe to say everything went according to plan in this fight. You had the layoff. How nice is it to get this win, especially in Vegas?
It feels incredible, you know, just to be on this card, UFC 196. It's amazing, and I ruptured my Achilles tendon 1 year ago. I wasn't walking 1 year ago. For 6 weeks, I couldn't walk on my own 2 feet. So to go from that to this, you know, and to win the fight, not take any damage, and to finish it in the first round, it's incredible. It's an amazing feeling.
And I know you're fresh off this victory, but is the plan to get on that UFC Ottawa card? They just announced it on Friday or whatever, Thursday there. Is that sort of the plan to get on that one?
I'd love to be on that card. I've never even been to Ottawa. You know,
okay.
I'm from Canada. I haven't been to Ottawa, so I'd love to get on that card. But at the same time, I'm not injured. Maybe I could fight earlier than that too.
Okay.
So you know, I can fight pretty soon again. So I'm good to go.
And so what I'm hearing, no preference as far as what market you want to fight in next. For you, it's just getting the fight.
Yeah, for me, it's just getting the fight. I don't really care where I fight. I do love to travel, so somewhere in Europe would be cool. You know, I was supposed to fight on Poland when I ruptured my Achilles tendon. It was about 10 days before I left for Poland, so I wouldn't mind getting back to Europe, and then you could fight, make a little vacation out of it, do some backpacking. So somewhere in Europe would be cool too.
He's got an NCAA background, but you really controlled that fight on the ground. Was that something you were anticipating?
He's a very well-rounded fighter. If you look at his previous fights, and I watched a lot of footage on him, he can strike. He's got an amazing double leg to take down. I see him take down every one of his opponents. So we were almost anticipating the takedown, and I'm very confident with my jiu-jitsu. So you know, control the posture, make sure I didn't take any damage. Then I transitioned into almost like a rubber guard, and then I was looking for the triangle. He was smart. He knew to defend it, and then I just flowed into the omoplata series, got the sweep from it, put him on his back, pinned the corners, and then from there I landed a few elbows. I saw one of them cut him open, about 4-inch cut. I saw there was blood, and then eventually he gave me his back, got my hooks in, pushed my hips down, finished with the ground and pound. I think there was 30 seconds left the first round. Yeah, so I'm super stoked about the results. Yeah,
is that
awesome.
That Prince Edward Island style? Or
that's the PEI style, you know, on the East Coast Canada, and I love it out there. You know, we have a solid team. You know, it's not one of these huge camps or whatever, but the guys we have there are quality. All my training partners are awesome, and my coach, you know, for me, he's number one. He's one of the best guys to work with. So I'm so happy to be involved with that team. We're like a family out there.
Do you feel like you're sort of carrying the maritime flag with TJ Grant gone? And
yeah, partially. That's a good point. Yeah, partially. I feel like I want to represent the East Coast and Canada, and we got another guy on our team who's really close to the UFC. His name's Matt McGrath. So keep an eye out for him. He's on a 6-fight win streak, and I think he's pretty much there. So if there's ever going to be maybe on that Ottawa card, maybe he can get on that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jason, you've traveled all over the world and trained with some interesting teachers and fighters. Can you tell us a little bit about that and who has contributed to your game from different parts of the world?
I've done a variety of things. Like I did yoga in India, right? So I got my teacher training certificate in studying yoga. So that's really good for healing the body from the inside out. A lot of times, because fighting's very hard, right? We take a lot of trauma, and then you got to go over the process of how to heal your body and make sure you're not overdoing it. So yoga in India was definitely beneficial, and lots of training in Thailand. I spent over a year of my life at Tiger Muay Thai, just honing my stand-up skills, and I also lived in Brazil, focusing on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I got a good variety. I probably trained with a lot. Even though I'm from like a small camp, I probably had more training partners overall because I spent a year in Thailand, 6 months in Brazil, time in India, and just training constantly with new guys, new styles, different body types. So I think I have a lot more experience than people would think, even though I'm from a small town.
Thanks, man.
It's cool. Thank you.